Okay. Extremes. Brought to you by Ubisoft. Okay. Alright, I think everything is going here. Alright, I'm ready for some Myst. Oh boy. I had a pretty wild morning. Where my workout rides are usually pretty tame, but today was just very strange. There's a bunch of construction between where I live and the place where I go for my rides. So there's construction there and like a bunch of heavy earth movers and all that, and randomly in the street, kind of where I have to ride in the middle of the street because people park in the bike lanes, and they also like love opening their doors without looking to see if anybody is, in the street. So I pretty much am forced to ride in the middle of the street. And it just so happened today there was a rock about that big, just literally right in the middle of where I usually ride. So very nearly hit this enormous rock that was just randomly in the street, probably from an excavator or something. So that was fun. That was a great start to the day. Randomly got hit on by 2 people while I was out for a ride, which it's flattering and all, but I'm not out there looking for love. I am out there looking to sweat. And it was very strange. I very rarely ever get hit on. So that was weird. And then there was a guy that pulled off to the side of the road, and there's been instances in the past where people have tried to hijack the nice electric bikes that people have and just like push them off the bike and steal them and ride off with them and then sell them. And apparently that's happened quite a bit over the winter. So this guy today was on a like moped style electric bike, pulled off to the side of the road, waited till I passed by, and he's got full on ski goggles on. He's got a balaclava on and a mask on over it and a hoodie on. And then he guns it going after me. And I'm like, this is probably trouble. This guy's probably fucking trouble. Hey Cyrus. And usually people don't mess with me on the trail because I'm a large man. So usually not an issue. But he pulls up alongside of me and starts pointing at my bike. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then he starts saying like, hey man, I got the same bike. I'm like, what? So he just wanted to talk because he just bought the same or a similar model bike to what I had, and then he's like, yo bro, let's race. so I turn up the power level on my bike and we drag race our electric bikes on the road. So that was random. And then the other crazy thing is that there's the area that I ride in is a state nature preserve, and there's a lot of homeless folks that camp out in the area because there's kind of nowhere else really for them to go. And I think what they do is, hey Ivy, I think what they do is they hunt for food from like the rabbits and stuff that are in the area. So I've seen them with bundles of sharpened, like large sharpened sticks to use as spears, I guess. Like I've seen them like using them as walking sticks, and then I've seen one guy with like a bundle of like 8 of them on his shoulder just running off into the bushes. And then today there was a woman who was having a rough time of it sounds like, and was just fucking swinging this shit around in the middle of the road, and I'm like, I'm just trying to go past, and she just barely misses me, and it's like, okay, this is how it's gonna be today. Like, I'm not out there looking for trouble, so I just hit the electric throttle on my bike and went on. But apparently there were some joggers who she was also doing that to. So not long after that, a bunch of sheriffs arrived. so I'm not sure what happened with her. So, oh boy. So it was an interesting day today. Usually I prefer my workouts to be a lot less exciting, but today for some reason it was like that today. I think it's going to be raining tomorrow, so probably won't have that issue tomorrow. I gotta get out the rowing machine here today or tomorrow for all those. Typical morning in California. Well, I've been working out, doing my workout rides every day for almost a full year. Like, I got my bike in mid-May. I don't think I've ever had more than one incident a month. And today was like 5 incidents in one day. So it was unusual. It's usually pretty chill around here. So it was strange. So that was today's going on. And then it was also like the last day that it's going to be sunny here for the next week or so, because I think there's clouds and storms rolling in. So went out and got some sun. Got some sun this afternoon, and now ready for some Myst. Because I'm kind of at the point in my my working on my patent stuff and my prototype stuff where it's like I can do maybe half an hour's worth of work on something, and then I have to wait for some other thing to happen in one of the steps along the way. So it's like I have a bunch of free time lately. So that's what's gone on with all that. So how about some Myst then, shall we? Mystery Exile, we're on part 2, an hour 48 into this banger. The plot of this one is that we are a guest of Atris, and I didn't know this, but the actor who plays Atris is the guy who, the lead designer of Myst. That's just, he put himself in his own game. That's him. And then the antagonist is Wormtongue from The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Who is apparently also in a lot of like 90s FMV games, but I don't recognize him from anything else. That's like literally the only thing that I know that guy from. So I'll take people's word for it that he was in a lot of stuff in the 90s and 2000s, but that's news to me. So we had to chase the guy, the antagonist who stole the book, Atris's latest book. And that brought us to, I don't even know the name of the world. There's a lot of like nonsense words thrown around for stuff in this, and I'm not paying that close of attention to it. So in order to continue pursuing him, we need to do the I guess the area that we were thrown to was explained in lore as the tutorial island. Like, the reason why this guy, the antagonist, went crazy is because he was exiled and trapped on a game tutorial island. And now he's forcing us to do that. So we have to take the portals to 3 different books to 3 other islands in order to gather something, I don't know, in order to go to a 4th place, I guess, and continue pursuing the antagonist for a big showdown. The antagonist seems to think that we're Atris, but we are not Atris. Atris, like, he threw a firebomb at Atris, and then we got sucked into a book. Like, I I don't know. So a lot of stuff happened in the first 5 minutes of the game. But where we last left off, we had finally made it to one of the tutorial islands. This one is called Voltaic, I think, according to my notes. And so we're in a fresh, brand new area starting this one. Hey, Fruit. So let's hop into it here once I get the game booted and we can see all the Ubisoft logos. There we go. All right. 4 Ubisoft logos, or 3 Ubisoft logos. Oh boy. Okay. So, Voltaic. We saw the cool cutscene when we loaded into this. All right, and we get the big sound effect there. So if you missed part 1, this game is played a little bit differently from Myst and Riven, the sequel to Myst. Those games were just static screens, and then you kind of clicked to go from one area to another. In this one, you have a camera that you can actually move around. This is a missed opportunity. There's no lens flare here. There could have been lens flare here. They didn't put lens flare in, and I'm very disappointed for a 2001 game. But this is obviously all still pre-rendered, and this is as far down as you can tilt the camera, which makes sense. It's tough to get the poles correctly on these photosphere type deals. So you can look around like this with free look. Hey, Highwind. And then if you right click, you get cursor movement with the camera stationary. Yeah, this is basically GeoGuessr, except in Myst. Let's see. And so yeah, that's pretty much what the game is. You get a little inventory here with some books of stuff in it. I don't think I actually read this book yet. This is the book from the antagonist of the game. But I don't think I even need that second book anymore. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr is great, by the way. I'm not knocking GeoGuessr. Just so we're clear, I love GeoGuessr. Okay. This is a little loud. This is like, it's almost, the music is distorted a little bit. Okay. So it looks like we probably need another one of these glow sticks in this this bottom slot here. Is probably what that needs in order for the door to work. So I don't think we can actually do anything here just yet. So what is this? Oh. So we can return to, okay, so we can easily return back to where we were. Okay, so this is back on the main island. And this should be the... Okay, yeah, so we're back on the tutorial island. This is fine. Isn't GeoGuessr still free for, like, a limited amount of things per day or so? Unless they changed that in the last, I don't know, it's probably been 6 months since I've played GeoGuessr. Alright, we can see this again. Here's Voltaic again. 5 games a day, yeah. That's... I think that's fine. Yeah, but realistically, like, unless you really wanted to play hours and hours and hours of GeoGuessr, then five games is plenty, you know? Yeah, I've seen, like, I think Overwatch and Apex have GeoGuessrs for them. Those are the ones that I've seen, at least. Yeah, this game, So I so far, like in the limited amount of time that I played this, I think this has a great combination of the good parts of Myst and the good parts of Riven. So it's got the simpler, more frequent puzzles of Myst 1, but it's also got the great presentation and atmosphere of Riven. And it's a good combo so far. So I'm so far really liking my time with Exile here. Okay. That looks like a spine or something. This almost looks like it would be maybe a mine area. Okay, so I can go that way, or I can go in here, which will go in here. What is this? It's coming back to me, slowly. The knowledge of who I am, how long I've been trapped here. So much of it's blurry. Whole blocks of time still floating in the fog that eats my mind. But if I concentrate, I get pieces of it back. It was the dream that first helped me remember. I was lying in the reeds near the tusk. I don't know for how long or how I got here. I'm staring at the sky, seeing a man grow out of the cliff. First his head, then his shoulders, then his torso. Sunlight rims his body like a halo. I cannot move. I think that death has finally come for me. The man stands on the cliff with a book in his hand, staring down at the lagoon as if something made him sad. I wanted to call out to him, to tell him that it was me he's come to find. But my mouth is dry. I can't remember any words. And before I think to stand, he opens his book, puts his hand on the page, and fades to dust. I thought he was a dream. It was only later, hours or weeks later, that I find his swirling book atop the cliff. And when I reach down to grab it, it is real. The fog tried to swallow me then. And there, but I held on to the firm reality of the book and did not let it. I did not let the numbness steal my mind. Okay, so another thing to point out here, this appears to be pages of the Exile's journal. Because it's still got this book selected that I already picked up earlier. The other thing is that in the top right corner, I think this is the game's numbering system. So this might actually be page 1. Because you can see this tree kind of fills in here. So I doubt this is the immediate set of pages after this one. So this page I think we already had. Yeah, that page we already had. These pages were used for something. So I get the feeling. Yeah. So I get the feeling we'll be filling in this notebook throughout the game, and then have to use this to figure out some sort of large puzzle, probably that goes on through the length of the game. At the very least, the numbering system and how numbers work. And I'm pretty sure I already have a good idea of what the numbering system is, unless there's like another digit that comes into play in later pages. Okay. This might be a push door, and we're just trying to pull it, but... Alright, I'm just gonna assume that's impassable for now. Okay. Alright, so what do we got here? This looks like a ladder. Okay. Yeah, I don't stream at night very much anymore. It's currently 3 p.m. for me. I wake up at 7. I go out for my workout at 8. I come back from my workout at 10, and then I do another workout until about 11. And then I am in bed by like 9 p.m. and then I'm usually asleep by like 10:30. So So I am asleep at the times when I used to stream a lot. So that is why you don't typically see me at night anymore. Plus at night, this time of year, I'm usually watching basketball anyways. So, okay, so this is probably a, okay, so one of the things that I learned last time is that for whatever reason, the saves in this game are listed in alphabetical order and not chronological order when you made the saves. So I have to and what I should actually be doing is like 0 to I have to put a number notation before the description for the save games. Otherwise they're just going to be all over the place, which is really annoying. All right, this is Volt's diagram, so that I can easily come back here. Okay. So I can't interact with this. But yeah, it's just been weird that once I started changing my lifestyle, living habits and all that, to like start eating healthy and working out every day, sometimes multiple times a day, my waking hours just naturally changed to be daytime hours. Like I wasn't trying to do that, but I was just so exhausted every single day that it just ended up being like that. This area is really loud. I'm gonna turn that down for you guys. So it looks like I need to change this dam here in order to get down here, most likely. And I think this is another... So I can't take this thing that's in the door here. Okay. It looked like there was, it looks like there's... Oh, that's just a light. Okay, never mind. That's just a light. But yeah, I was, especially for the first few months of doing my workout regimen, I was just completely wrecked for that. That's around midnight, yeah. Yeah. But what can you do, you know? I do make sure that there's always accessible VODs up for everything here. All right, so what would this... So this probably... I'm guessing moving this probably moves this belt, and then that probably moves that, and that moves this dam, probably. Okay, let's see if I'm right. Okay, it did exactly what I thought it would. So, why though? Because surely that's gonna flood this, maybe? Oh, there's zip mode. Actually did something this time. Okay, so that got closed, so this is accessible now. Okay, that's where we came from. Okay. The hell is this? This looks like a electric generator, maybe? This is the wire coiled around something. So it's been established already in the game world that these things are power generators. So that might be what this is. Okay, so this raised... That raised a platform, maybe? But can I interact with this again? Okay, so that lowers that. Okay. Alright, let's put that back up then. Okay. So I can't walk behind this thing, and I can't interact with anything else. So back up we go, I guess. Alright, so what did that do? That might have moved this platform? But why, though? Like, maybe if I move this again, maybe something will be different. I assume this is still locked. Okay, that's still locked. And I can't go that way. Okay, so if I go back here then, and then back up here, and then close the dam again. Okay, go back down. So looking at this diagram, we've got, that's either the sun or a gear. This is a summoning circle. That's a snake. This is a book, and this is either a UFO or a witch's hat with a dog bone underneath it. And I don't see where that, how any of this relates, but alright. So whatever I did down below here, I don't know what that accomplished. That did something somewhere. It raised up something, but what it was, I don't know. I guess we're just backtracking. I'm gonna turn off zip mode because I'm not familiar enough with this area yet to have that be useful. So this door I couldn't open before, and I still can't open it. Got it. Okay, that's where I came from. So this is why I didn't want to use zip mode. Because now I'm just lost. Okay, so we should be back at the nearby the spine looking thing. Yeah, this thing. So we haven't been over here yet. I'm just gonna quickly backtrack this way to see if anything is different back here now. And I don't immediately see anything different. So that's the dam that we moved. That's where we were. There's the door that we couldn't open. It looks like there might be some sort of like rail system here to either transport an item or transport us, maybe. I'm assuming this is still locked. It is, okay. Yeah, so right here. so those are either power lines or... yeah, whatever this is. So there's probably some sort of transport system that links up with right here. And it looks like it goes underwater. So it might be some sort of capsule thing. Okay. But for now, there's nothing to do there. So we'll continue going to this new part. Okay. So what is all this? So we've got some sort of smokestack, maybe? Okay. Alright. We can go that way. This looks interesting. This might be an aperture that opens and closes. So this is a lift, it looks like. Okay. Alright, so before we get into that, let's see what's over here. Yeah, that's definitely an aperture. Gotta be. Yeah, so this opens up probably. Oh, this might be the fast travel system. It's probably that thing that you can ride all the way back to the start of the area. And in order to use it, you probably have to open this thing. Most likely. That's my guess. Okay. Okay, so that's the rail that it travels on. That's a broken bridge. Oh, good. Oh, good. I know a puzzle when I see one. Okay, so I can go over here. We have another valve there. And I can climb up that. Probably. Let me just see if I can go this way. No, so we can't go any further that direction. Okay, can I interact with this? Okay, so this is connected to either this or it continues along this up to... it looks like up here is where it ends. So before I mess with this, can I climb this? Yes. Okay. I don't know where I came from here. We got a light, we got another door that I might be able to open. Yes. Okay. That's all right. Sure. Can't interact with that. Okay. All right. So what this? So now I think we're on top of the, oh, we're next to that aperture thing. So it looks like I can walk along this pipeline, maybe? Okay. I don't see a reason for this spot. Okay, so I can get on this. So I'm basically going until I see... I might come across an in-game hint as to where the how to solve that puzzle with the pipe thing. The four things. Okay. I can't go any further this direction. All right, let's jump into this thing, I guess. Okay, hold on. I'll make a save here. I was just thinking that I should probably made a save next to that that puzzle. Entering pipe. Okay. And like I said last time, I have no idea if this game has a dead man walking state to it, or if there's like, or if you could die or game over in this. I have no idea. You couldn't die or game over in Myst 1 or Riven, but you never really want to assume with games, especially with this being made by a different studio than the original games, the original two. So you never know. So this area we have not been to before. Oh, this is probably one of the doors that I couldn't open before. Hey, fish. Yeah, for 2001, this is really good CG. Okay, so I know where this is. This is about halfway through that that tunnel. Okay. So what this then? Okay. So the object for this might be to get this to the left side, but I currently can't because there's a thing stuck there. Oh, or... Okay, what about like this then? So this... Do I recognize that shape from anywhere? Anything that looked like that? Nothing's really coming to mind. Can I go further down? No, so there's only two states for this, it looks like. There's up and there's down. So, I guess I'll put it up. Okay, sure. Alright, let's see what's down below here. So this looks like another hatch. Okay. Sure. Okay, so we're now on the other side of that porthole. So this is the thing that I moved to the upper position before. So it looks like I probably have to get this circular opening to line up with this, maybe? Yeah, so that's where we were before. There's some sort of mural here. This is sure some music. It's getting spooky. Hey, Trichy. Okay. Let's operate this thing. Okay, so that's what that middle slot does. And then to go up, it was this, I think. No. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Is this the death state? Okay, so I can't leave. Oh boy. Okay, so if I move this back over... Okay. I think I've successfully brute forced this, maybe? Okay, so that sounds like it turned on a generator. But why, though? So now I probably just have to backtrack through these steps to get back out again? It's cool. This... And... this. Okay, so now we can go back out again. So we managed to turn on a generator. Or that. The exhaust fan. It turned on the fan. Okay, cool. That's something, I guess. Can I go back out this way? I can. Okay, so that's as far forward this way as I can go. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what... That probably did something in the dam area that I was in before, but what it would have done, I'm not sure. The only thing it's accomplished so far is just making a noise that is still audible in this area for some reason. But maybe that means power's been restored? That hissing noise. Oh, there's pages here. Okay. I will make my enemies suffer by the weaving Tamara. This changes everything. Alright, so this page we've already seen. The cavern wall is almost ready. For weeks I've been polishing it, rubbing away at the cracks to obtain a smooth surface. I haven't been able to sleep much these last weeks. I was afraid I might never wake up, but if I can make him see all that happened, if I can show him the pain his family caused, then it will be worth it. Interesting. So these diagrams... This... Like maybe that's a drill bit or something? I don't know. And then this might be... Maybe the relative weights of things? There was an in-game... like, scale... multiple scales in one of the earlier parts that showed like 4 green balls is equal to one iron ball, and 4 wood balls was equal to 1 green ball, is I think what it was earlier. Tomorrow I begin mixing the paints. Alright. Sure, this... I'm sure this will make sense later, but currently, I don't know what the hell this is. And then this we've already seen. This is how we solved an earlier puzzle. Okay. So unfortunately, I haven't seen anything here that looked like an in-game hint for how to do this. But I'm curious if this does something now. No. So that still just does what it did before. there's music that played or made a sound effect, but I don't think I caused that. I don't know if this light was on the whole time. Okay. Let's save here. 04 pressure puzzle. Okay, let's see if we can brute force this. So we have a blue zone, a red zone, and a yellow zone. There is a red line here, and I'm assuming this is the current indicator. So if I had to guess, we probably have to get the indicator to this red line right here, and then something will happen. So that did literally nothing. All right. This is not behaving like I expected it. Okay, so you can only turn these one way in each direction. And it's doing literally nothing, it looks like. So I think I'm missing. There's probably a step before even getting to this, is my feeling. Unless I can move the outer part of this dial. No. Okay. So far the only thing we've accomplished is turning on a cooling fan and or a generator or something back where we were. Very cool. But besides that, and picking up some diary pages too, I guess that's also important. So this aperture is probably opened up by solving that that puzzle with the dials and the pressure gauge. It's probably what does that, and then that likely gives us access to this this airship thing or fast travel. That'll probably take us to the end of the island here, most likely. I don't think I ever went down here and used the lift here. So let's do that. It's just, it doesn't work. Well then. Okay. Unless there's another one here. Okay. Alright, that's a no-go for now, I guess. Alright. So I think we're going back to the dam area, which is in here to the left. And actually, before I do that, I want to see if there's anything new over here now that we turned on that generator. I doubt there's anything new here. The only thing possibly new would be this door maybe can be opened. No. And I think it's just because I need another one of those. There was another one of these in a door later on that we came across, but it wouldn't let me like take the crystal wand thing from it. So, because that would have been a great solution to this problem, is just take that crystal wand out and put it in the other door and then just transport them between the doors as you need, but can't do that, I guess. You could probably do that in a Sierra game. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so here's the door that I was able to open. That brings us back to the generator thing that I started up. So I don't see a reason to go back into there. So what's the deal with this area now? So I don't recall this mechanical sound being here before. Okay. It's just a very loud area. Oh, I never noticed this. This is open. Okay. So that did something somewhere. So maybe that floods this area if you... Okay. So if we open the dam... Oh, this is moving now. Okay, so that's a generator. So that's different. So since I opened up the fins, the water wheel is now generating electricity. Yeah, okay, so this is... Okay. So that's what that was for. Oh man, and this is... Nice. So standing on this spins you around. Like I'm not moving the mouse here. Oh, this is lit up now. Yo, we can open this now. Okay. Progress. Let's go. Okay. All right. So this this looks like the underwater tram section in original Myst, and it's giving me war flashbacks here. Because I did not like that puzzle in original Myst.
What's the matter, Acers? Can't remember how things work? Yet you explained this class so well when we first spoke of it in Orion. I want Cirrus and Akanar to learn everything they can, Savitro. First from Amateria, Idana, Voltaic, and finally from Narayan. When my boys come to see your people, I want them to see Narayan's traditions at work so they can see how civilization can balance an age. Do you know what they did when they finally came to us? You never came back. After class was over, you took your boys away, and you never came back. Cirrus and Akanar did.
Well, maybe this guy's got a legit beef with Atris. He made this cool tutorial world and then abandoned it after he was done with it. Oops. Okay. So these might retract, though I doubt they do. Okay, so that just gave us some lore, which is cool and all. So this might be another generator. So this is lit up. This one is not. And that's the bottommost line here. So there might be some significance to that. What is this? It's just a light refraction, I guess. So this, oh god. Do they make you... I think this was the numbering system from Riven. If I have my old notes from Riven, surely they don't make you like have knowledge of previous games in order to play this. I'm just gonna, oh god. Okay, so this... Alright, so what's the goal here? Like, maybe you need to have a straight path up and down for all three? It feels like I might be missing a step here before I do this puzzle. Because I feel like I'd probably just be brute forcing it if I did it right now. So there's this symbol here that I will note down just in case. This, that, and that. Okay. Yeah, so clearly there's got to be some other part to this. Okay, made a note of that. And same deal with that one. Okay, I do recognize this these symbols though. These were definitely numbers in Riven, but I can't remember what the numbers were. So if it really comes down to it, I can look for my notes from Riven, but I shouldn't have to, because I think like the last one that I did, I keep grabbing the wrong stylus here. Because I think I remember this one being 1, and the third from the left being 5, I want to say. And then once you started combining all of them into like this line, and then this was a number, this and this was a number, this, that, and that was a number. So that's kind of how the numbering system worked in Riven, and it took me like the whole game to figure out how numbers worked. So hopefully they don't make you do that again, but they probably will. They probably will. But again, like in addition to that, it seems like there's another numbering system because of these up here. I so far, based off looking at this, I think this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is 4. And then this is 5, I think. That's just my guess, just looking at the page numbers that are in this. And as they slowly get filled in. But again, that's just my guess, based off of stuff that I've seen in the game so far. So we've already got 2 different numbering systems, and if I remember correctly, the numbering system in Riven wasn't like base 10. It wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there was the next digit. And it's probably a similar thing here with this one as well, that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next digit. So probably the case. I don't know. We'll find out later, I guess. Okay, and then this brings us back to the start, and there's another one here with the vertical line, and the vertical line may or may not be 1. I'm not actually sure. Let me erase this. Okay. Okay. And then that light is off. That light's on. So if I just spin to win here, and I just go... Oh, I see. Some of these have different amounts of contacts on the bottom. Like, that lines up with that. But this one probably has to be this. Maybe I can brute force this. Okay, this looks correct. So there's 2 contacts at the top, 3 contacts here, 3 contacts here, and 2 contacts down there. So that's probably how you do this. So that light is still out. Wait, that's a different light. This light was out before, and now this one is out. Okay. So the next question is, if I move this twice, does that mess up the top row on this one? And if so, then it does. Ugh. Oh my god. This is going to be a bigger pain in the ass than I thought. Oh my god. So if I... Okay, so that's back to the solved state for this one. But... oh man. That's correct. That's correct. This middle one is not correct. So maybe... maybe once I get the middle ones all working... Did that close the other ones too? It did. I did it. Okay. This puzzle's easier than I thought it would be. All right. You only had to solve 2 of them. Okay. Whew. I'm still weirded out by this light being out when it wasn't before, but okay, sure. So now we've got electricity. So that's neat. All right, in case I have to come back to this room, let's save over this. Sure. See what I mean about about these being in alphabetical order and all that? Oh god. Okay. So now that we have electricity flowing through this part, let's see if this is any different. I doubt it is.
What's the matter, eh?
Nope, same thing. Okay. All right, nothing new here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the very start of the island here to see if that door is openable now. In this little hut right here. I suspect it is. It is not, so this is not lit up still. So it looks like we have to restore power to this door, and that's likely the final part of this area, is just solving that. Okay. Progress, though. I will take progress over being endlessly stuck. Okay. So now we can set our sights solely on this area. So now that I restored power, I might be able to take this lift now that I couldn't before. Yes, okay. So we can take this now. So this is new. Okay, pages. Okay, this page we already got. I see it all so clearly now, so clear without the fog to sweep it away, how the young men in the village didn't want to listen to the elders, how they stand together at the back of the room, a growing knot of anger twisting inside them. Why should we abide by your rules, old men? They scream. You have no life inside you left to live. You gave it up decades ago to the tree. Miro wants to take the children home. She doesn't like the way the tempers are rising. Do something, Savadro, she whispers. Tell them to stop shouting and make them listen. Tell them. What, my love? Tell them what? That their young lives do not belong to them alone? That our people are meant to be slaves to our world? Sirius and Akinar can see the confusion they're creating. I catch them looking at faces, measuring which men are most dissatisfied. Later, they will approach these men in secret. They will urge the malcontents to boycott our rituals. They will prey on their youth and dissatisfaction. And the young men will begin forming gangs. They will throw off our traditions, rise against the elders, and follow the brothers. Riots will start, and the tree will be neglected. Oh, Tamira, it's also obvious now. But why couldn't I see it at the time? Every lie the brothers told, every whisper made to put themselves in power. And when our world started collapsing around us, why didn't I see how Sirius and Akinar didn't care? They never believed the truth behind our traditions. They never understood the work we had to do. They only knew the time had come to leave. And when they did, they left their linking book behind, knowing I would use it to chase after them. They lured me to this world, tied me up, and left me to die here, because I didn't stop them when I should have. Okay. Alright, some more lore as to why this guy's so mad. And again, he probably legit beef that this guy's got with the 3. Okay. So this is the fast travel line. Oh, okay. So this probably opens up the aperture here. And there we go. Okay. Oh. Well then. I guess I have to power up the ship first before I can actually do anything. I don't see anything else to interact with here. Okay. Sure. Nothing else here. Okay. Alright, so we're going back up. The only thing that I can think of that's left is that the 4 valve puzzle. And there was the 5th valve behind it. So down here. Okay, I did notice this. What does this do? Literally nothing. Okay. And this? Okay, so that also does the same thing before. Okay. Alright, so messing with these before didn't do anything. So this one I couldn't turn, which is still the case. Yeah, this is just doing literally nothing. I'm clearly missing something before this point. And this bridge is out. I can't go across it. But why you'd want to, I don't know, because there's just nothing over here anyways. So. Alright. So back up here, I guess. Okay, so this is directly above the valve puzzle. There's a gas sound in here. And only there. That seems to imply that there's some gas going to those valves down below, but I can't interact with this. Or that. So at the end of this pipeline was the magma room, I guess, for lack of a better description. And I don't think there's any any other things to interact with around here. I can go in here. Down here. Yeah, this. So I turned on that fan. But like, I don't know. I'm still not sure what that accomplished. Hey, so. So that. Turning on that. The only thing accomplished in this room. And there's some sort of mural over here on the right. That also looks like it's on tracks. Like, what's the... I'm not sure what the point of this room is. I can't, like, climb up any of this stuff. And it fills up with lava. Okay, so what I didn't do before was manipulate this with the... with this in the different position. Okay, so we've had it in this position before already. Okay, so can I continue raising this? No, I didn't. Alright. Man, moving this thing is a pain. Wait, that brought it all the way down. I didn't want it to do that. Okay, hold on. If I go back here, go back up, because I'm thinking maybe I need to raise that platform so that the hole is aligned with this, maybe? Okay, so I can't go any further up that way. Okay, so if I go here, will this even let me out? So it won't even let me over there. This is okay. So that has to be in the down position to even go over there. Okay. So I'm like not sure about this porthole thing at the door either. Like what the point of that even is. Okay, we move that over. Go further up. And then there's lava on the ground. Move this over. And can we continue going up? What if I interact with this again? So that turned off the fan, which I'm still not sure what the point of that is. But it sure seems like I want the fan on. Okay, so that brought it all the way back down again. So if I start off with this on the left side... Okay, so that immediately raises the lava. This just feels like it's doing the same thing over and over again. Regardless of what side I have the gear on. Like, I want it to raise. And I can't leave the area. Like, I'm not sure what the point of the lava is. I guess I haven't been noticing if this has been moving at all. So has the thing on the right been moving at all? Maybe? Because it also seems like it's on a track here. Because that's clearly in the low position here. But why though? I'm unsure as to why you would want to do that. And like why you'd want the cooling fan turned off or on. I don't know. Like maybe this... Because It's like maybe there's something behind this? Huh. I don't know. Time is it? 4:15. Okay. All right, my back is starting to hurt, so I think this is a good place to call it here, and I'll have to think about this fan room puzzle, because I don't know. And besides this, I don't think there's any other puzzles that I can do, because everything else was either locked doors or like the 4 valve puzzle that it wouldn't do anything when I interacted with it. So maybe I missed some sort of environmental switch or some path somewhere, or I'm doing this wrong, and it's most likely that I'm doing this wrong, but we'll see. Anyways, that'll do it for this session of Myst 3. This game is still a banger. Still enjoying this one. As we're going through the puzzles here. But that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.